All right. We're live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. That's right. This is an STSpod.club production. That's right. Episode 749, episode 132 of Rolling into Mempho. I want to direct you to STSpod.club in the right hand corner. You can go to the link of all links and you can subscribe to Patreon. I also have some Rolling into Mempho t shirts. All you got to do is go to STSpod.club, go to one of those links, those social media links, and DM me. I'll ship it directly from STSpod.club studios. That's right. We had a new episode of Dynamite this past week. Dynamite, where we talked about All In. Y'all will love that. And also, just before we get started today, a quick note. We will continue our tradition of releasing this episode every Saturday at 1 p.m. on Saturdays. On Saturdays at 1 p.m. on Saturday. Did I say Saturday? After the YouTube airing of the show. We're really excited about having a larger audience because of WMC, but we're going to keep that tradition since this is a streaming show and YouTube is streaming. We're going to continue to stream at 1 p.m. every Saturday, guys. All right, every week, if this is the first time you joined us, we do hits, misses, MVP, question of the week, what's happening, and must see. Now we got some upcoming events, and then we will be on with the show.
We are Memphis Wrestling. Join us live this Sunday, September 3rd. Watch AEW All Out absolutely free at Dave & Buster's in Memphis. Next Saturday night, September 9th, Memphis Wrestling returns to the Dyer County Fair for the Bicentennial Bash. Memphis Wrestling is free with paid fair admission. Sunday, September 17th, WWE alumni Fred Rosser and JTG are coming to Memphis Wrestling. Friday and Saturday, September 22nd and 23rd, catch Impact Wrestling live in Memphis at Graceland. Monday, September 25th, Memphis Wrestling is live at the Mid-South Fair. All tickets are on sale now. Get yours right now at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com.
All right, hits. We got a new theme song and graphics. Oh, loved it. I'm going to say T-Bone had something to do with that. Looked really, really good. We started the show out with the Heritage title match with the Gun Show coming out against Van Vicious. These guys have wrestled all over the place. Long feud. I don't know if this is the end. Who knows? After a big ref bump, we thought we was going to see Vicious winning the belt, but nah. Boom! With that big clothesline. 1, 2, 3. Still champion. The Gun Show. He then welcomed everybody. You could tell he's so fired up to be on WMC. So he was really excited about that. I love that. Up next, we had hits. Matt Williams and Gaston. It was Matt Williams against BJD. I've said this before, but I love Matt Williams. He's just a nasty heel. Gaston tripped BJD. By the way, wearing my BJD t-shirt, just letting everybody know. He tripped him to start the heat, making a little bit of comeback. We had ended up getting hit with the book. There was a big superplex there in the match. It was pretty awesome. I mean, they said he hit BJD with the book, but I didn't see the book. So yeah, really fun match. Exactly what it should have been. As I've always said about Big John Dalton, he's way ahead. It's just like all these students. It feels like they've been wrestling for a long time. We had a short video of the posse with Lance Cade, Tim Grind's son, and he had that. I'm going to use it PG, okay? That crap-eating grin on his face. And now it's just one of those things where you just want to slap him in the face, right? He's just a punk kid. Fun stuff as he's with the veterans, the posse. This is going to be fun. I can't wait for the whole story to unravel on this one. Next up was Dirty Dango. We thought Dirty Dango, he went outside, he grabbed a poster, and he was sucking it up with the fans, and then all of a sudden he tears up the sign. I love this. Big hit, big hit. Dirty Dango then wrestled against Mikey, and he actually said, I'm not wrestling a homeless guy or a homeless man. Mikey got a haircut. This was a real fun match. Good to see Mikey with the win at the very end. Fun match. This is the kind of stuff that I've talked to many fans. Ed, a longtime fan of Rolling Into Mempho, Memphis Wrestling, and the podcast, always loves it when we bring the legends in or different people in. This was a tradition in the old school wrestling, and they bring that back right here by bringing a Dirty Dango in. And you always remember him beating Jericho. And just very fun match, very fun match. Then we had the Roberts family legacy, Aaron and Cordell against Draco and Geo Savage. Good match. Quick. Exactly what it should have been. Big Red even got a big red clothesline in there. Robert's Family Legacy promo was really good. Even made mention of Aaron said that Big Red used to beat up Dustin also when they were in Dyersburg. I love that. Draco and Geo Savage have something, but they always get cut off there and get the loss. We'll see a big win coming in the future probably. Nick's promo was a video promo, of vignette as they call them, just real quick. Where is MKZ? Where's MKZ? She's asking. We then had you know this, but I really liked the highlights for the house shows. We had Gleason highlights, and was that Patreon member Jamie? I think it was. Well, we then had Nick's get in the ring for the women's title match, and she was wanting Will Gibson, wanting Will Gibson to actually count to 10. They rang the bell, and about the eight count, MKZ ran out. Fans were going nuts. I mean, this was just a fun match, a moment. It was a moment, and it really was. Here's a kid who just got started with the Memphis Wrestling School and has went through the school and has got better and better. The crowd is big behind it. This is one of those things where the Memphis crowd is deciding. They're so behind her. Big win, and we have a new champion, Mackenzie Morgan, new champion, women's champ for Memphis Wrestling. Exactly the ending you would like, where Nix was trying to apologize, and then all of a sudden, belly to belly, 1, 2, 3. All right, that was my hits. For week 132. Misses. All right, let's talk. Here's the miss, okay? Draco, you should have just stayed down, man, after that big red clothesline. I mean, come on. 1, 2, 3, you get out, you get paid the same. Stay down for the clothesline, and what happens? You didn't? Well, you end up getting pinned anyway. They use that big finisher on you, the Roberts Family Legacy finisher. Love it. We don't have a name for it yet. Miss for the week. Draco should have just stayed down for that clothesline. Week 132. All right, MVP of the week. Well, you guys know who it is. It's Mackenzie Morgan. That's right. MVP, new women's champion, Mackenzie Morgan, MVP for week 132. All right. We're up to question of the week. Remember, see this? You can send in question of the week, email us. And if you actually call us, I will use the voice or the recording of the call right here on Rolling Into Mempho. We have something from 501 Roughneck. 501 Roughneck. with here's the question: with Memphis Wrestling returning to WMC TV5, what are your favorite memories of Memphis Wrestling? Uh, I probably got three that just stick in my brain all the time, and I'm going to talk about my favorite one. I'm going to talk actually on Patreon a little bit more about it. But Joe LeDuc cutting his arm, taking the oath with his axe. That's one of my favorite moments. Randy Savage jumped photographer Jimmy Suzuki from Japan, who was actually a famous photographer, and Jimmy bled so bad. I love that. But my favorite memory of Memphis Wrestling was classic Memphis Wrestling is Flair and the Lawler, the whole angle of Flair and Lawler, the match. That is one of my favorite things of all time in wrestling, and I just absolutely loved it. There's three things of my big memories of Memphis Wrestling, but I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. In my memories of the current, my best memories of the current product would be the Mike Anthony Gun Show feud and their matches. I really thought that was done really well. The Posse tearing up the studio. Oh, Memphis memory right there. And it was done today, but man, the whole storyline and bringing a kid who was part of the school and getting more popular. Mackenzie Morgan winning the belt, that seemed to mean a lot, especially to this version of Memphis Wrestling. It meant a lot. So there's my memories of classic Memphis Wrestling, and so far in the first 32 weeks, that's my favorite stuff for Memphis Wrestling now. That's right. They are Memphis Wrestling, guys. Remember, question of the week, put your question in, email it, or call. Question of the week 132. All right, what's happening? What's happening? It seems like something pops up here with what's happening with the Roberts family legacy going against Anthony Toomer. And remember, we got Big Red. Oh, he says he's going to be here next week. That's right, Big Red, King Cobra. Oh, what are we going to see? We will see them at the fair, probably against each other. But what's happening? What's happening with them? That's what's happening. Week 132. All right, must see. Main event, guys. Go out of your way. Watch the main event title change. Fun match with twists and turns. Just when you thought it was over, it's not over. Must see. Main event with Mackenzie Morgan winning the belt. Must see. Week 132. All right, guys. You know what I'm fixing to say. Same bad time, same bad channel, 1 p.m. every Saturday. On the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there. And as everyone knows, I love my mama.